back at you with another one. Guys, this case I'm gonna talk about on this video uh, is a case of probably one of three that got me into wanting to do these YouTube videos, minus what happened to me and Julie. I took this case from Dave Politis' research, and any of y'all that don't know who Politis is the one that wrote the Missing 411 book series, done the Missing 411 documentaries, and he also has a YouTube platform, the Can-Am Missing Project. And y'all that don't know this man spent a ton of his own money, did a ton of research, still does to this day, and has helped a lot of people. And y'all that don't know him, go over and check him out on YouTube, Can-Am Missing Project. All right, I took this case from his research, and the reason I took his case from his research is because this is one of the most strangest, weirdest cases that I've ever read or seen on documentary of a child disappearing and dying. And the case is on 3-year-old Jaryd Atadero. Uh, Jaryd Atadero and his father were at a Christian's retreat in 1999 in Poudre Canyon, Colorado. Okay, well, Alan was there with some members, and these members wanted to take Jaryd one day to wanted to take him hiking. Well, Jaryd's father, was reluctant at first, and Jaryd kept on wanting and wanting to go, and Alan finally gave in because he thought they were going to a trail that was frequented a lot close by. But in actuality, that's not what they did. They went 10 miles up the road to the Big South Trail, which took more experience and was less frequented. Well, these are couples. They're mingling with one another. They're not paying no attention to no 3-year-old child. This child is running ahead of them, and they're not paying no attention like they told Alan they would do, because Alan would have never let them go if he knew they were going 10 miles up the road. This destroyed this man. This little boy disappearing and dying destroyed this man. And this is a good dude. But anyway, the last time that Jaryd was seen alive, two fishermen, Jaryd got ahead of the group, and he stopped and talked to two fishermen on the trail, and he asked the two fishermen, was there any bears? And the two fishermen replied, little boy, you need to get back with the group. The fishermen going about their business fishing. They look back, Jaryd's gone. They assume he got with the group. That's not what happened. The group couldn't find Jaryd. They go back down the mountain, tell Alan, and Alan, they start searching immediately. They call in bloodhounds. They call in ATVs, horseback, choppers, airplanes, you name it. They got it. They search. When the search ends, they couldn't find him. They assumed that Jaryd had fell into the frigid river and drowned. That's not what happened. 4 years later, two hikers come upon Jaryd's remains, 500 feet above the trail he was last seen on, in an inaccessible area, covered real heavy vegetation and everything. This child could have not have got there by himself. It was in an incline, like I said, inaccessible. When they come across this child's remains, they find the top of his skull, the cranium. Well, the cranium, it has these weird scratch marks on it. Well, at first they thought it was a mountain lion, and they had forensics check it out, and it was not a mountain lion. It was of an unknown animal, unknown creature. And then they had a mountain lion expert say, no, a mountain lion wouldn't have done nothing like that. Big cats wouldn't have done nothing like that. They would have went for the throat like most predators do. Also, they found a tooth on the log right beside the remains. One of this Jaryd's teeth were on the log, been neatly placed there. Also, his clothes had been taken off, folded, and laid on the log beside where the tooth was. The clothes looked like they had been inside. You got to remember, this child has been out there for 4 years. These clothes have been in the elements. It looked like they had been in a house. They were brightly colored. They looked fresh. Also, Alan said that the searchers, the rangers and the police botched the search from the get-go. They said he said when him and his family tried to search the Big South Trail, they threatened to have them arrested. Now, why would they do that? Who put that tooth there? Who folded his clothes and put them there? Okay, ask yourself these questions. Okay, the next thing he said they did to botch it is they took a pair of Allen's shorts, not Jaryd's, as the search sample. for the dogs, for the bloodhounds. Now, why in the hell would they do that? Okay, and they also took hair samples that came back to non-human or any unknown animal. What the hell did those hairs belong to? But Alan was told it was none of his business. How about that? Now, why would they do that? Um, Pilatus said that when he tried to do his own investigation, they just did not want anything to do with anything he had to do. They were uncooperative with him. Period. They didn't want him getting involved. And they refused to help him in any way, shape, or form. Um, will will Jaryd ever get any? Will this case ever get any resolved? Will Jaryd ever get any resolved? Will we ever know what happened? Did an animal do it? Did he get kidnapped? Uh, something more happened. You be the judge of this. You ask yourself these questions. Now, I just ran through this case. I ran through it pretty quick. Now, when you actually go read this case and you do your own research on it and you watch the videos on it, the documentaries, it will blow your mind. And that I can guarantee you. Uh, this case has had me since the first time I read on it, and I was like, whoa, you know, I couldn't believe that authorities would not help. That they threatened to call the law on the family when he told them about the shorts. They threatened to call the search off. They threatened to call the search off. Who does this? You mean to tell me they're going to quit looking for this 3-year-old child because his father called him on a direct question that was very important? Why were they using his shorts instead of his son's? Why were they doing that? Ask yourself these questions, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. See you.